They can't be all that bad, can they? I'm Ashley with WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most evil anime villains.
Stop it! You can't just go around killing!
Why not?
We'll be looking at the anime antagonists that love being evil way too much, and since we'll be going into detail on how evil they are, you can expect some spoilers down the line.
For I deserve to be Pharaoh, not you. So get ready for the real battle.
Now let's get to that list. Number 10, All for One, My Hero Academia. You don't get to be the boss of the League of Villains without being a little ruthless.
Now then, shall we begin?
With zero empathy and an unholy desire to destroy his nemesis All Might, All for One worked behind the scenes as a criminal mastermind, seeking to overthrow a society that had embraced costume crusaders like celebrities.
I'm coming for you!
I don't think so, because I am here.
Of course, his greatest achievement in the world of supervillainy was forcing the symbol of peace into retirement, all the while haunting him with the fact he managed to take the grandchild of his mentor and turn him to the dark side. That's gold, man.
Well, well, that's strange, All Might. Where is your smile now?
Number 9, The Chairman, Kaiji series. Perverse doesn't even begin to cover it. Turns out old age has soured this millionaire to the point where the only things that bring him pleasure are seeing desperate souls nearly kill themselves for money. Luckily, there seems to be a never-ending supply of fools just waiting to entertain him with their misery, including our boy Kaiji. It doesn't matter if they end up drowning in debt, falling to their deaths, losing their limbs, or getting their brains literally screwed. It's all mindless fun as far as the chairman is concerned. Number 8, Doflamingo Donquixote, One Piece. It shouldn't be shocking that an infamous pirate has pulled some shady shit in his life, but Doflamingo takes it to a whole other level. We can certainly sympathize with his childhood, what with his whole family nearly being lynched, but his actions in regards to the kingdom of Dressrosa are beyond deplorable. Using his devil fruit to force the king to attack his own citizens, getting his enemies turned into sentient toys, spreading chaos and discord while proclaiming himself the hero, all the while serving as the New World's very own black market broker and dealer. Doflamingo is 50 shades of asshole. Number 7, Junko Enoshima, Dangan Ronpa the animation. She's all about that sweet, sweet despair. As the creator of the mutual killing games, it's fair to say that Junko isn't all that right in the head. After all, she was happy to pose as a psychotic teddy bear and force a bunch of teens to try and murder each other in exchange for their freedom, and even kill her own twin sister. If that's not crazy enough, after finally being exposed for the lunatic that she is, Junko decided to go balls to the wall and execute herself in the most insane way imaginable. Why is it always the cute ones? Number 6, Griffith, Berserk franchise. Once a charismatic and ambitious leader of a mercenary band, Griffith found himself tumbling into a string of terrible decisions to the point where he was left as nothing more than a mute cripple.
Griffith.
With his dreams seemingly dashed, Griffith was given a second chance of reclaiming the glory when the God Hand offered him a chance to join their demonic ranks.
I submit.
All he had to do was sacrifice his humanity and all of his comrades. As if that wasn't bad enough, after assuming his new role of Femto, the first thing he did was violate Guts' beloved right in front of him out of pure spite. Bloody hell. Number 5, Ainz Overlord. There's no denying it now. Bone Daddy Ainz has fully embraced his role as the ultimate fantasy villain, and boy oh boy is he making the most of it. It might have started with a little deception here and there, but the ruler of Nazarick has made it pretty clear that he's not above torture and genocide. Leading hapless adventurers to their doom, subjugating an entire kingdom and making it his personal playground, slaughtering 70,000 soldiers in an instant in order to summon Lovecraftian goat tentacle demons. Sorry guys, looks like Ainz is operating out of the lawful evil alignment these days. Number 4, the Major, Hellsing Ultimate. Granted, the fact that this guy is a high-ranking Nazi pretty much guarantees his villain status.
Now, let us toast the occasion, for tonight is a feast, the likes of which has never been seen before.
However, what separates the Major from your average remnant of the Third Reich is just how much he likes war. Scratch that, he loves war.
My friends, I like war. No? Friends, I love war.
To the point where his single greatest goal in life is to create the greatest conflict in history, even if it means he gets killed in the process. You would have thought such a disturbed individual wouldn't be able to attract much of a following. That is, at least, until you hear him make one of his signature speeches. You'll feel part of your soul die, but you won't be able to stop listening.
It's not enough. More. I demand more! Harvest the fruits of battle!
Number 3, Dio Brando, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. You thought someone else would take this position, but it was actually him, Dio. From the moment this guy arrived on scene, he took every opportunity to display just how much of a bastard he was. Nearly stealing the Joestar fortune, forcing himself on Jonathan's girl, turning into a vampire, slaughtering hundreds of innocents, killing Jonathan, the list goes on. And all this before he got himself a stand, resurrected himself, and started the whole cycle of violence again a century later. Honestly, trying to dismiss Dio's villainous impact is Muda. Number 2, Father, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I would ask who you are, but I honestly don't care.
Even when he was nothing more than a dwarf in a flask, this insidious being still found a way to wipe out an entire civilization.
Blood brother of mine, Von Hohenheim. Right now, you and I are at the center of everything.
In search of immortality, what later came to be known as the father of the homunculi was willing to sacrifice as many lives as it took to secure his place as the ultimate creation.
Well, half of their lives were for me, actually. I appreciate your cooperation, Hohenheim.
It may have manifested each of its sins as a way to remain pure, but right up until the end, Father remained both petulant and selfish, and as a result nearly managed to throw the entire world into total collapse, purely for its own wants.
You mean you actually did it? Yes. I have done what I set out to do. Acquire God.
Number 1. Frieza, Dragon Ball franchise. When you can measure your kill count by the amount of planets you've destroyed, then there's no competition.
Help me!
Well before he was representing Universe 7 in the Tournament of Power, this alien tyrant was only interested in acquiring immortality, enslaving races, and wiping out anyone who dared to get in his way. He's responsible for wiping out the majority of the Saiyan race, slaughtering the Namekian population, not to mention killing off quite a number of Goku's allies. DBZ has seen a multitude of villains, but none can compare to the self-proclaimed ruler of the cosmos.
Oh my! This is stupendous! Wow! What a great show!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.